Welcome to Hotline TV, everybody. I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Sean Miller.
John McCain has put a new strategy in play this weekend, letting his running mate Sarah Palin be the attack dog. Palin tried to tie Barack Obama to his former associate, Bill Ayers. Let's take a look.
I was reading today a copy of the New York Times, and I was really interested to read in there about Barack Obama's friends from Chicago. Turns out one of his earliest supporters is a man who, according to the New York Times, was a domestic terrorist, part of a group that, quote, launched a campaign of bombings that would target the Pentagon and the U.S. Capitol.
And just hours ago, Obama came out with his own line of attack, going after McCain's ties to Charles Keating.
Charles Keating was and is a very nasty, fraudulent guy. His reputation was, quote, for buying and selling politicians, unquote. One of the people on this list was then Representative McCain.
All right, Sean Miller, Palin has already come out defending her statements, while McCain seems to be staying in the background on this one. But will Palin be able to hold up these attacks against Obama on Ayers by herself?
You know, it remains to be seen. I mean, it seems as though these attacks almost originated the morning she read the paper, because you know, the New York Times article came out on Saturday. She was you know, in Colorado and traveling to California,
right?
And so you know, at the same time, the McCain camp had said that they were going to be you know, turning the page in the economic crisis and bringing out a harsher line of attack against.
Well, clearly the story in the New York Times was a plant. It was orchestrated by the McCain campaign to get so that they could then sort of use it as a prop to launch their attack. That's clearly something that they intend to use. I think you're getting the sense that Palin, there's a little bit of dissension, I think, within the ranks between Palin and the McCain camps. Palin clearly wants to go on the attack. She's more than comfortable on Bill Ayers. She told Bill Kristol in a phone conversation yesterday that was in his column this morning, she believes that Jeremiah Wright is a legitimate target, a legitimate thing for them to be discussing. McCain has come out publicly and said, and disavowed any sort of Jeremiah Wright-related attack. So I think watching how that plays out is going to be interesting. All of it, though, I think, is a message to these third-party groups that, you know, at this point, they're more than willing to let them do whatever they want. Okay, did I talk too long? Anyway, moving right along.
Okay, Mr. Mercurio,
yes,
Obama has been criticizing McCain for trying to turn the page in the economic crisis.
Yes.
Isn't he turning the page himself?
With his new attack on McCain and the Keating Five. Yeah, look, I don't think most people are going to be able to watch this 13.5-minute video that is now up that the Obama campaign released today. I think most of these sort of young voters that they're targeting have no idea who Charles Keating is. Right. What they want to convey, though, I think, is this overall message that, you know, McCain's people are saying that Obama is sort of connected to terrorists. I think that they want to say that McCain is tied to sort of old Washington ways of fraud, hypocrisy, and corruption.
I think the risk with both of these lines of attack, though, is that you have old news being recycled. Totally. And so, I mean, when you look back to the Swift boating in '04, you had I mean, you had Kerry's record, but you had sort of a new take on Senator Kerry's record.
Right.
And right now, we're really not seeing anything new in either of these scandals. I mean, you know, Senator McCain has fought back against the Keating scandal for decades now, and you know, the William Ayers issue played out in the Democratic primary. So what news is there?
I think that if Jeremiah Wright does become an issue, that if the McCain campaign or these third-party groups introduce it, it does become a much more explosive topic. I don't know if it works in their favor or not, but I think you're right. Look, with the Dow dipping below 10,000 for the first time in 4 years today, with the economy still the most important issue, I think a lot of people sort of think this is a bad move on both of their parts. But that's all the time we have for today. I'm Sean Miller, and we will see you
next time on Hotline TV.
Thank you. Smooth.
Should we redo the ending?